All right. Hello and welcome everybody to our final Wildermyth stream of this what do I even want to call it? I guess this section of recordings of videos. This will be chapter 5, the finale of our Wildermyth campaign. Um and then if you remember from last week, I said that after I finish here, the following week is going to be The Division. Um, so I've also thrown in another Tom Clancy's game in our mix, and while I talk about it, I'm gonna pull up Wildermyth and get that started. So I have The Division, RimWorld. I wanted to try doing Game Dev Tycoon, which I have not played in literal years. Um, I have that on my list. We'll see how long that set of game goes for. Um, Full screen, please. Thank you. Are we looking good? No, we're not. Come on. Capture the frickin' Wildermyth. There we go. Finally, it recognized it. And it crashed. God damn it. All right. Wildermyth, god damn it. I'm gonna try this at least a couple more times, see if I can't get it running correctly. Game Dev Tycoon, we'll see how long that lasts. I also have Ghost Recon Wildlands. I think that would be a fun one to have on stream. The Division, obviously. Metro Last Light, we're going to be doing that one here on stream. Don't you dare crash. Don't you dare. Oh my god. All right. Where was I? Oh yeah. Modern Warfare 2 Remastered, if you were there for that. Unfortunately, I'm not going to have that available for YouTube. So YouTube, sorry, but I'm not going to have that available for you guys. Modern Warfare 2 Remastered was on Twitch only. What else? Metro Last Light, Assassin's Creed Black Flag, um, Deep Rock Galactic. Yeah, and those are all the games that I have. It's just we are finishing up with part 1 here of the Wildermyth. Part It doesn't make a whole lot of sense to you guys because you don't see what I have planned out. Um, my Twitch and YouTube plan is split up into 2 parts. Part 1 is the longest because it has the Wildermyth campaign planned into it. That takes up 5 streams. And again with crashing, huh? Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. Oh, I think that might have been... okay, so that's exactly why it wasn't working. Or it could have been why it wasn't working. The game had a queued up. Well, firstly, it wouldn't sync. So there was that. And second, it had a queued up. What's it called? A queued up. Update. Update. That's what it was. So yeah. I'll try this a couple more times, and if it doesn't work the conventional way, then I will have to open up the exe file directly. Which unfortunately I'll need to change the view of... Okay, cool. And it crashed. God damn it. All right. Today I'm not so concerned about time. I just want to get our finale chapter finished. That is my concern. Actually, what I can do, manage properties, updates, install files, verify integrity. This might do something for us. I'm not 100% sure on that. Don't quote me on it. But this could, emphasis on could, help us. Oh, speaking... Sorry, I'm just thinking out loud here. Rogue Command. So, there is an indie Conquer... what is it? Conquer and Command style RTS. With roguelike elements. Modern roguelike elements. Called Rogue Command. And I was checking it out. I'm like, oh, so this game will be out here in November. The game will more than likely be released already by the time that this stream releases. So I might decide to add that game to the list. Starting download. Download of what? Oh, okay. Syncing. I'm considering adding it to the list of games because I love RTS. I love RTS games. I love them to death. That's why I played Supreme Commander way back when. I don't know if I still have those streams available on YouTube. I might. There. I think it's actually stable enough. Awesome. All right, that actually did it. Chloe, you want to go out? Okay. Perfect. Ow. Oh. I keep hitting my knee on that. Really wish I didn't. Chloe, seriously? Okay. You're ridiculous. Ridiculous. You know? Okay, so back to this. Because the 4th chapter was completed, they took away 4 cards. Unfortunately, only 2 of those mattered out of the 4. So, during the Years of Peace, I believe it's like 10 years or 11 years, something like that, Yunrel gathered a merry band of underlings who shared her appreciation for the sparkly things in life, and they all marched off to strike secrets out of old castles. Nif was drawn back to Fox Hedge when everything started to feel stilted and forced in quote-unquote real life. The place had a lightness that seeped into her scalp and let her sleep soundly at last. Gallus went back to the place she grew up and was tempted by old acquaintances to remain there. But in the end, the past proved an unwise place to linger. Good. Fairlore and Nif enjoyed talking about the old days over a campfire. Fairlore would pause sometimes and ask Nif if they had done the best they could. Nif always assured him that they had. If I remember, Fairlore stole... Oh, hang on. I'll have to look at the character sheets again. Hang on. So... Nif... Laura... Right. Laura was stolen from Calic by Fairlore. Fairlore, yeah. Yeah, that's right. Calic and Laura were in love, and they married. However, Fairlore expressed his love to Laura, and she decided to, I guess, leave Calic. Yep, there it is. When your rival stunts, you get plus 55% to stunt until you successfully stunt. Does not change. Yeah. So that's the sad part of that relationship. Yunrel tried to take Laura shopping at the local outfitters. Plus, they give the Fellowship of the Golden Wake a great discount. But I like the clothes that I have. How many days straight have you worn that thing? Hey, I wash it. Dimplot Outfitter needed an angle to distinguish it from the others in the region. Thomas became a spokesman for them, attesting to the durability of their garments. Gorgon ooze won't stain 'em. Thrixel's spines won't rip 'em. Ask me how I know. For a good stretch of his youth, Yinrik had made a habit of picking up distinctive rocks he found on his travels, keeping them in a pouch by his side. One morning, out of the blue, he entrusted his whole collection to a local kid. Reached that age, I guess. When his fighting days were over, Calic traded in bashing skulls for bashing metal. Aw, so he retired. The head of each spear he crafted was inspired by the shape of a fallen leaf from outside his forge. Calic has retired. Nif spent a great portion of her peaceful days caring for stray things. She would watch out for any passers-by who might appreciate a tag-along. Does that mean Nif has retired as well? Laura finally scraped the sadness off the inside of her heart and poured it into songs. She sang them sometimes to bees and mossy logs. Laura has also retired. Fairlore hoped to balance the cosmic scales by dedicating his remaining years to tending the injured and comforting the broken-hearted. Fairlore has also retired. Thomas continued to write letters to Calic after settling down near Labrusa Forge. The "Did You Know" lists were mostly for Thomas's own enjoyment, but Calic read each and every one. Thomas has also retired. Yinrik Fletcher's son has reached adventuring age. Oh my gosh, that's a name. Xinyuan. I'm just gonna call him Zin. I think that works. Zin Fletcher has joined the Fellowship of the Golden Wake as a warrior. Gallus' daughter has reached adventuring age. Yanenya has joined the Fellowship of the Golden Wake as a hunter. Ooh. All right. Let me get out my dice real quick. Actually, hang on. No, I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to do Battle Dance for him. And ooh, those are all pretty good. Fox Flight. Ooh, hang on. In the years leading up to his retirement, Calic developed a strong, generous smile. It was strange and heartening to see, and he began giving away wisdom that before he might have held in. Who benefited the most from his lessons? Yenenya. Endurance. And Flash Cone. I like that. In the years leading up to her retirement, Nif changed a little. Hard to tell exactly how or why, but whatever it was, her sense of responsibility to the world seemed to deepen. She began to teach those who managed to stick near her, sometimes with words, sometimes only by showing. Who benefited the most? I'm going to give it to Zin. Let's see. Let's Let's do a Zealous Sleep. Ooh, and Paladin. I love that. Another one. In the years leading up to her retirement, Laura grew happier. Day by day, the weight of the world seemed to lessen, and she recited poems, passing her knowledge on to those who were called to listen. Who benefited the most? Let's give it to Yenrik. Jump Jaw is a good one. And ooh, Archery's pretty good. In the years leading up to his retirement, Fearlord changed a little. Hard to tell exactly. Okay. Let's choose Zin again. Ooh, Wolf Call. And yes, let's do Untouchable for sure. In the years leading up to his retirement, Thomas blithely taught and triggered his juniors, testing their limits in order to someday see them overcome. It was an entertaining, enraging, and educational experience for all who benefited the most. Let's give it to Gallus. Yeah. Indignance is a good one. All right, so. Yes, let's upgrade her spear. I wonder, is there a way to... No, unfortunately not. Okay. Yinrik Fletcher. Yes. What are we going to do for you, sir? Oh, absolutely not. All right, let's upgrade your crossbow. Yanenya. Yes, let's give you that. Yunrel. Yes. Oh. Dodge is increased by quite a lot. So definitely. Alright, and last but not least, Zin. You have a sledgehammer. The Night Crush. I do like that. Let's give you... Yeah, alright. Let's carry on. More stories to tell. The factory was supposed to be our life's work. But Valtol traded that life for something horrifying. And I won't let it spread. The Morthagi never misunderstands. Never decides it knows better than you. Morthagi are the only ones I can trust to carry out this mission. Long after I'm gone. Oh? Interesting. The mountain shadowing Kaldin arcanery erupts, bleeding drills and blades. Legs that are not entirely legs, and blank, empty rage. They seep and spill through the yondering hills. What? So then we get news that our efforts didn't fix this? Maybe made it worse? We don't have a lot of other options at this point. We have to do what we can. Maybe we do have options, though. Listen, the Morthagi want these enduring dead, right? Once that's achieved, they'll stop disassembling our whole blasted civilization. They'll go back into the earth, or wherever they go. I'm saying there are a lot fewer of those enduring, and if we could take them out... What? If we can help the enduring fight the Morthagi, we should. They haven't hurt anybody. They haven't. What it sounds like to me is that they want immortality, and to maintain it, they don't care how many towns have to be destroyed or other people to be killed. You think you're taking the high road here, but don't we owe our homeland the best chance at peace? It's a good point there, Yunrel. We have a lot of ground to cover. Let's see. Alright, let's go back to revisit Gallus's path, amending path. Trekking the narrow fall roads of nowhere, a sudden illness clogs Gallus's chest. Shoot barbs through her veins rouses her in the night to kneel heaving in the dark outside the tent. So far, she's pushed through, hoping it would ebb. Instead, it's worsening. Hey, Gallus, let's rest a while. I'm worn out. In fact, here, let's camp in this spot. Looks defensible. Yinrik sets Gallus down, then goes off for firewood, enough to last the night and the following morning. Gallus sips from her canteen. Sunset's not yet close. And, odd enough, that's when a faith-called pilgrim comes down the road. You're bad off, aren't you, Earth Daughter? You look it. Do you mind if I stoop down and listen to your signs? I'm your Hillshod. No one worth fearing. Pilgrims of an order that's never been popular. A god who'd never asked to be. Whoever you are, The pilgrim bends down and places fingers on Gallus's pulse, holds a coin before her mouth, then an ear to her upper chest. You know, medicine? I've seen symptoms like these, certainly. Your eyes are still clear. That's good. How long have you... 3 days. Just 3. Who are you? You her friend? Well, that woman's suffering from Igokora. Rare disease. Folks get it in the fall. A wayward spore. I can treat it, but to cure it is impossible. Or nearly, I suppose I should say. A while later, you have our gratitude. Yours administered a small elixir made from water and wild barrowbell, as well as some burnt, crushed mushrooms. He told Gallus to sleep, and she's been in the tent ever since. She'll need more of this elixir. The rest of her life, she'll need it. Igokora leaves husks where happiness was. It's a brutal way to go. You mentioned a cure. And I shouldn't have. It's one of those convenient stories about a miraculous heal-all. I once long ago tried to find it. The journey cost my sister her life. By the time I'd returned, empty-handed, the man it would have healed had already passed. Desperate hearts are reckless. Treat the disease patiently, and she'll live longer. Talking about me? Oh, you're already looking better. Some constitution you must have. Feel a lot stronger, and I thank you. But tell us both about this cure, Gallus. Oh, Dale, my goddess, my god. He mumbles into the fire a moment. Is this the purpose my wandering feet follow? If it is, and it must be, I'll trust my feet. I will. Then meets their eyes again. Our paths brought us all here. Who am I to deny my place? They huddle close to the flames as the pilgrim, your Hillshod, reluctantly describes a distant place. A harrowing guardian. A legendary restorative. And in summary, since you seem set on seeking it out, please, let me accompany you. It's clear to me that I was put in your path for this holy duty. You'll need the elixir regardless, and I can teach you to make it. So they sleep there that night, and set out the next day. I've never met a holy pilgrim. Over the course of the journey, the disease hasn't left Gallus's body, but her health has returned, little by little, with the elixir yours brewed. You're a pilgrim of the Wandering Church, aren't you? Probably have obligations, right? Big gatherings. Your cheeks look less sunken. Glad to see you eating more. They're nearing their destination, an ancient shrine to the sea where the fabled restorative is said to be housed. I remember this forest. It's been all my life, and I haven't returned. So it's almost like she's alive again, my sister. Night knocks them off their knees. A short, salty dinner, a stiff drink, and a draught of medicine. Sleep. They wake to mill in the cold dawn, achy and oddly anxious. You asked me yesterday, Gallus, about being a pilgrim. Yeah, but if you... My sister and I told you we went after the cure together. Well, the man we were set on retrieving it for, he was our father. In failing, I lost them both. I was overcome with, so many feelings. Guilt, mostly. That I'd led my sister, Sean. I'd led Sean to her death, and for nothing. In the end, it was for nothing. A great cosmic joke. They pack up their camp in quiet and set out again. My sister tended to fear the forest. Came along despite that, anyway. Anyway, I dropped my heart in a well of hatred. I'll spare you those evil blank stories. But I met my pilgrim one day. Issa, she was called. One of Dale's wanderers. Dale, our god. Our goddess, Dale. Come, walk with me. That's all she said. That's all anyone needed to say. I was young still. I'd been torturing myself and the world. The unusually sinuous track that widens between the trees leads beneath a rocky overhang into the belly of cliffside and down. Old Issa taught me about Dale, her god. Not to force me to change, but to affix before me. A kind of star. Dale is a woman and man. Thing and idea. All is in Dale, and Dale is in all. Thus wandering amongst all is joy. Keeping a journal of your journeys is worship. All paths lead us where we must be. The whim and the will are no different. All I do is love. Love where my feet carry me. I didn't believe it quickly, but gradually the steps we took seasons, then years. By the time we came back to my hometown, I wasn't angry anymore. Even at myself. Sorrowful, bitter in moments, but aware as I'd never been of all the love I'd given. All the love I still had a chance to give back. And I... Stay back, Yor. Oh, but that's... Sean? My sister. Standing exactly as she stood when it struck her. What's... Come take a look at this. Be strong right now. Stay by us. Huh? This may be our vaunted guardian. What's left of it, anyway? I remember the thing. Snaking, moving, alive. The terror of its forge fire eyes. Not moving now. We're lucky. Who killed it? This altar looks pristine. So that's the cure? What'd you call this sickness I've contracted? It's called Igakora. The word is Thnark. And this remedy? I don't know. The story's old. A restorative of some kind that could be used to heal any malady. It's hard to compare a legend to a hunk of glowing salt. Book I read described it as a gift from the sea answered with treachery. A single crystallized miracle. close to the crystal, unless they're imagining it, they hear the noise of playful waves and ribboning wind. Oh. Hang on. Give me just 1 second here. Something came up. Need to keep an eye on that. Okay. Dice. What should we do? Option 1 or 2? 1 is used to heal Gallus, or used to try and restore yours sister. I'm going to use it to heal Gallus. Gallus lifts the crystal off its altar. It threads her knuckles with spirals of light. Just be wary, alright? The light feels damp. Do I just try thinking it? The illness, then the cure. Is that really all you can suggest? What does thinking it even mean? Gale holds the crystal close. She visualizes her own insides, or tries to. Pretends to see the illness, green and hairy among the red arches of her chest. For some reason, then, she imagines a scouring wave. It becomes true in her, like a memory. Salt and water, chill and churning as the earth deep down moves, lurching wildly and massively silent. The crystal in her hands fountains light. Coarse seawater seems to rush in her system. The brilliance overflows around them, until... in another instant, it drains away. The crystal has dissolved to nothing. A briny mist clings to the air. Gallus? Are you... not sure. At least I'm alive. Just then, a hungry growl emerges from the shadows beyond the Gorgon remains. It's echoed by a second unseen mouth. You hear that? Is it more of them? Get behind us. Gobbler. Good hit. Boom. Victory. Ah. A wand. Ooh, definitely replaced Gallus's. Yeah. The Red Willow Whip. Moonlight Necklace. Increases speed. Give it to Zin. Curious. I think they just wandered in here? Or did they actually kill the thing? Doubtful. I'd say it's the work of a hero. A blind, brave woman with a golden saber and hair like opals. You ready to get out of here, Yor? I'm already moving. They file from the cave, each shuffling through their own thoughts. Sean, I'm sorry. We got what we came for, just too late to save Father. Our family met hard fates. We'll come back and move her, if you like. Carry her to a better place of rest. Would you? I'd appreciate that. Somewhere in the sun, at least. Somewhere she can feel sun, rain, and breeze. They mark their way out, making sure those who return can find Yor's sister. The forest smells sweeter than before. Camp that night is on the edge of the woods. You look good, Gallus. Even if you feel like it, we'll forego the elixir. We can try that. Thank you. Yor sleeps early. Gallus and Yenrik stay up to watch the fire fade into its embers. Yenrik, you know, when I held that crystal, a fascinating thing occurred. Something happened long ago. There were queens and cities, and an empire beneath the sea. Gorgons were betrayed by... I don't know. It's weird. The miracle magic came from the ocean. You're all better, yeah? That Igakora thing, it's done? Yeah, feels like it. I can hear it in your voice. I'm glad. Never knew how glad I'd be to know things weren't ending. The disease's vestiges are wiped and gone from Gallus's body. In fact, the cure has left her stronger. From time to time, she'll dream of a world beneath the sea. She'll wake in a well of blue, bottomless sorrow until she recognizes the sky. Ooh, 8 is a good one. I like that. And then after that, build the tier 3 defenses. We'll need it. No, we pulled Yunrel. Recruit. I'm no natural brute, and only just clever enough. I don't know if I fit whatever mold you're looking for, but I'll fight if you'll have me. That's good to hear. If you don't mind me asking, what made the decision for you? The chickens. A fox got in on them last month and wreaked a bit of havoc. And after I cleaned up the feathers, I was angry. Not the fox, but at the chickens. There were enough of them that they might have overwhelmed the fox, but they didn't. Or couldn't. I don't know. It wasn't a solid anger. They are chickens after all. But we are not. Well, maybe Yenrik is a little, but that doesn't stop him. Train him as a warrior. Rex. give him a Zealous Leap. Blah, 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 blah. Yes, that will help greatly. Everybody gather. Good. Oh, shit. Oh, that incursion. Alright, alright. We'll need to fight this one off. Absolutely. We can... defend. The Gorgons have come, hisses and roars and trampling feet. The earth almost bubbles. It quakes. How should the heroes respond? Lack of options can be a good thing. Oh. Actually, all of them are pretty good. Charge into battle. Take the fight to them. The great cry they share, the strength of the standing side by side, fills them with defiant courage as they charge. Good. That's actually, yeah. It's actually good conditions for us. Okay. Go down. Come on. That's why. Okay. Good. Now it's just the Rager. Oh, hang on. Can he not? Okay, he can shoot from here. That helps. Definitely stay here. Rager. Naturally. Okay. Just in case. Interfuse with the tools. Alright, and now Rex. Boom. 16 damage. That's actually pretty damn good. get Yinrik behind the crew of the Rager and the Raccoon here. Stand there by Zin. Alright, we're actually doing really well here. Which is to be expected. It's a potential spawn point. There's no way to know. I think everybody can just stand around and wait right now. A row. Alright, so this must be all the remaining enemies. That must be it. That's done and out of the way. Sweet. Oh, okay, okay, nice. Fallen in love, eh? Clear all. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. Gallus, Zin, and Yunrel. Actually, here, just do that. The daughter of a renowned mystic. Must have had some dramatic tales around the dinner table growing up, eh? Fighting Morthagi wasn't dramatic. That was just something your mother's friends did. What baffled me were the stories of people who loved their villages so much they never left. Can you imagine sleeping in the same house your whole life? Let's see. You reach a certain age, and your own dedicated space starts to have its appeal. Spend enough time out here with a band of heroes, and you start to forget that we might be the strange ones. There's something to be said for pouring out your heart into a place, though. Making it your own. Think about it sometimes. A friend gave this to me before I left to join the Fellowship of the Golden Wake. She said to hang it above my heart when I got one. It's supposed to keep a home sturdy and safe. I don't know if or when I'll settle into one place, and I know you're not done yet. But maybe when you've got that dedicated space, it could hang above yours. Your friend wouldn't mind? Nah. Well then. Let's hope I make it long enough to give the stone a home to protect. Oh, my poor boss. My poor boss. Alright, give him 8 block. Hearth Talisman. Oh dear, that's a lot of them. Ha! Okay. I'm going to have to play this pretty strategically. Piece it apart one by one. Okay, that was a wasted shot. How come you can't strike? That's weird. Alright. Damn it. Oh, yeah, nah. Swap weapons. So the batch B. Absolutely poison you. Absolutely. Nice shot. Yikes. Alright, that gets rid of him. Yanena. And lastly, rocks killed. Alright, so there's still more. Nice. Stay right where you are. Everyone back off. Oh, shit. And that gets rid of the Watchman. Alright, victory's ours. Naturally. Nah, let's get rid of it. Find an item, why not? Alright, and send those three off on an adventure. Whoa! Night Smoke's Breaker. Oh, yes. Yes, give it to Zin. Accuracy increased. Let's give it to... Let's give it to Yenrel. Oh, speaking of Zin. Name. Your name. Customize. There we go. Actually, I highly doubt they'll need it, but cancel job. Yeah, we won't need it. Alright, Shy in the Shadow. I keep looking at the sky. I could see you living here, Zin. Drag someone out here? This or some similar setting. No. You don't see it? Come on. You'd dig the deep hole. You'd pile up the rocks. It's nice and secluded. Thick branches. Uncomfortable kinds of wildlife. But I'm only blowing noise. Yeah, no, Oh? What is that? We can't seem to stay bored these days. Yeah, but you don't seem to mind too much. What's going on in here? A cat never lightly suffers indignities. Is it mostly just indecent, you think? Being chased by monsters? What? Oh, I'm quoting Kurtstrom. Oh, whoever that is. Watch it. Hey. Is it sad that its playmate ran away? Did that look like playing to you? I'm saying it didn't to me. Owner's not home? A well-appointed cottage in the wilderness. That's gone some time abandoned? Look to have left in winter. It's only the warm weather clothes that are left. I'm not imagining it. The thing's depressed. Yeah, I just feel like that's not the whole story. Well, it doesn't seem to hate us. I'll keep my guard up all the same. Not that it's even seemed to notice us. Oh, wait. Look, he came back. What is it, exactly? Think they're drawn to each other? I don't know. There's this. A book? A little book. Good when there's a book. Yeah. This one's weird. A journal. Notes. Records of a prolonged endeavor. Can I try to read some? I'm curious. Yeah. So it starts, Day 1. Today I start my dark little spell journal. So it's, yeah, a spell journal? Flipping through, there's lists and drawings, diagrams, but it goes on. I shall here document lucidly and diligently as I may. My preparations, my processes, my observations. I do not yet know how and to what effects this spell shall succeed, but I am resolved in my course to see it through. And there is an amendment. See it almost through. The final turn scares me. It's frightening magic we channel. Exclamation point. You're saying the person wrote that well, no, of course not. A cramped indoor hour passes. Day 10, the spell is cast, and yet, today, he languishes, same as yesterday. Sleeps and raises his eyes blearily like a cat, 9 times his age. Her voice gives half-murmured life to the writer's unstyled lines. Day 34. I grow sure. Small signs that seemed like delusions at first. Manufactured meanings, sprouted of a man's hope-wild imagination. They are like letters retracted, becoming starker, clearer. Things are changing. Herb dust, the seeped in smoke of incense, books and their book covers, the tired beams of rosewood, these soft old cottage smells combine. Blanket weight, the mold odor sinks around their shoulders. growing especially comfortable in this place and time, like winter warmth. Last entry. Noticing it's gotten to sounding resigned. Day 62. My brain's become a fiddle string. As vibrating, focused, lonesome as that, my mind narrows, and every thought is a pressed note along that stingling single strand. A solitary stem from which not every sound or contemplation I would once have easily produced may now flower. It's a wandering set of images he uses. Perhaps old age would have always been like this, at least shy. Shy continues to mend. For the first time today, he ate with gusto the whole herring I brought him. I've gone back in my old diaries to check. It's been just over 2 years. And as I must have noted previously, it's this extended span of smallish changes I find most heartening. The pattern and pace speak to me of momentum, a steady motion that may carry forward far into the future, if never near forever. I find myself fearing the end, but fear, too, is a new darling of mine. Mortal fear. Fresh and clear and bright, it confirms for me that the world keeps its bargains. He strengthens as I waste down. This fate is what I wrought for myself, and for him. Let's not be sad. And though it appears the tweaks I made failed, I think of that midnight orchid I so arduously hunted and harvested, so carefully separated, that those efforts have done nothing to mitigate or smooth out the transfer of my years. Let's not get down about it. Wish the story would have a happy ending. Oh. Yeah, not super pleasant, is it? But, I am quiet. Oh, I am quite free of any regrets. Gratitude is what I feel. If you are reading this, believe me, mostly I am grateful. Now I wish to say, if you see Shy around, chase him off. That cat will live 1,000 years. I don't know where he'll go, but don't let him waste his new life here. For here I will soon be bound. To what extent I shall eventually diminish, it seems hard to guess. I suspect I shall be nothing but a shadow soon. Lightless, thoughtless, meaningless, and without memory. A shade. May you live long, dear reader, never needing to learn the lengths you'd go to save the ones you love. He signs his name Dwalnock Sedge, foolish warlock of Lankmeadow. It's poetic, sort of. Then this shadow thing is what's left of him? Seems like. Oh, 2 options, a crossroad. What shall we do? Well, we can do what the guy wanted anyway. Lead his cat away from here. Yeah. But it's not the peace he's earned. Us just leaving him alone. Alone like this. Restless. In his old room. Over infinite seasons. Perhaps over eons. Yeah, but what's... Burn it, I think, is what he wants. The cat outside the door. You think burn it? The journal? I'd burn it. Setting fire to a book is never as easy as it sounds, but Gallus gets the oven hot enough. Page corners catch, and the flames start to eat. And when the heat is high, with a kind of hunger, the shadow leaps, joins the black river, flowing into a wide and already smoke-dark sky. A little later, supposed to meet up around here at the Cleft Hill, weren't we? Think it's this one? You don't think this one's cleft enough? Oh. Ah. Zin plus the cat. At least you trust me, It's good having you. But please, stay only as long as you wish. And that is the story of how Zin met Shy. Gallus, why aren't you with... Oh, there he is. They'd go together wherever thereafter they went. Plus 4 more on turn 3. My goodness. Interfuse with the stone. Discus. Good hit. Hello. Move her further into enemy territory. Discus. Oh, Spectre. Alright, there's our 4 more. Get out of here. Now, unfortunately, young Rel is right in line of fire. Okay. Boom. All right. did not win yet? I wonder if there's one hiding in the house. Oh, my goodness. Yep, there is. Ugh. If only. Ooh. Get back. Go on, Shy. Cat. Try the cat. Poisoned. Just what we needed. Ooh, boom. And that's a victory. All right. Endurance. Yeah. Tiger Shard Talisman. +5 to accuracy. Yanendra probably deserves it. Alright, wardrobe. Just get this quickly done. Let's send Yenrik there. And then the rest can... Oh. Wait, hang on a second. Yenrik, I sent you... Okay. There. We're going to recruit a legacy character. Cancel Morthagi, absolutely. Oh, we have 2 options. All right. We'll make this easy on us. Clues looks like a good one to have, but I'm randomly selecting. All right, Thalia. Thalia Ogrkins. Folks called Thalia an old soul, but that was because they had no better words for her. Stories of legendary battles often felt familiar. Unwritten verses of old ballads came out of her after a warm drink or two. And she dreamed of wind-ragged hills where banners flew and old arrowheads lay buried. So when the Fellowship of the Golden Wake drew her out of town with the opportunity to fight, Thalia couldn't tell whether she was leaving home or coming back to it. Yeah, Thalia's a good legacy character. The Enduring Stronghold. Actually. Oh, we have two options here. Oh. Crap. Alright. Let me just roll really quickly. We have two options. We can either assault the Enduring Enclave or assault the Morthagi core. Go after the Enclave. Let's go after the Enclave then. The time has come. When we stand as one force, one vision, and scrape this curse off of our land for good. Blades and wits sharp. Ready yourselves. Oh, goodness. Increase. Yes, I did. Okay, cool. Give you a much better bow. Give you an upgraded one-handed. All right. And you've already got, yeah. Everything is upgraded then. All right. March forward. I feel weird about this. Sneaking in and ambushing them. Would you rather call them out for a meeting and explain the situation? It's just unsporting. They're utterly unprepared for us. You are mistaken. We knew you were going to be attacking, or we were going to be attacked eventually. I thought it would be by the Morthagi first, but we've had a long time, and we are perhaps more prepared than you might think. This new creature. Defend against the attackers. The War Ender. It's a good place to defend from. I'm not too concerned about the War Ender as I am about these bellhops. Boom. Whoa. And 100% the War Ender is dead. Yeah, unfortunately we are betraying Suthissa and Valtol. It didn't have to be like this. You're right. It didn't. If you didn't cling to this dream with such fervor, do you know how much ruin and misery could have been averted? Do you think the years you're gaining are worth more than the years that others have lost? You're not going to argue us into destroying ourselves. If you want us gone, you'll have to do so by slaughtering. And you can expect resistance. And down goes Valtol. Where's Suthissa? There she is. Oh, crap. Well, that was Unfortunately, I think we are in the right here. Didn't want to kill them, but unfortunately, they're the Enduring is what's causing this war in the first place. I don't think it really matters. The war is over. Rising rays of morning. I had been prepared to pay a price for the form I took, a price of flesh and breath, but it cost more than that. It cost my place in the world. It cost peace, and it cost the person I loved most. Maybe if I had known how it would all play out. Can we say that they really deserve that? It's not about them anymore. It's more about everyone else. Everyone who deserves a yondering lands free from war. And what if we get out there, and the Morthagi are still rampaging? Then we betrayed a bunch of pseudo-immortals for nothing. Folks near Singing Brood reported a silent march of creatures back into the mountains. Like ants, but massive, unsettling. And things in the dark. can be left unseen. You think they'll ever come out again? Who would say? Who could say? While the rest of the world awakens to the rising rays of morning. The end. Boom. War endured. Rex and Yenenya opened a tavern together in Lisfarburg. Rex crafted the menu and atmosphere to fit its lofty vision. And oh, gosh darn it. Well, whatever. Yenrel gathered as many of the company's stories as she could, and enlisted Yinrik to illustrate them. The art is gonna sell this thing. No pressure, though. All the illustrations of what happened. Yenenya and Rex could never fully abandon their adventuring life. While the danger had dimmed, there were memories yet to be made. Sweet, isn't it? The rain sound, touching pine branches, the damp and faliment rocks. Yes. Yes, it's sweet. Those barbarians. Zin developed a passion for restoring ruined sites. They may not have quite matched their former glory, but he hoped the former inhabitants wouldn't be too embarrassed. Gallus' dream of her own personal research tower had finally been fulfilled. She kept it well stocked with tomes and scrolls full of formulas. Yinrik built a lodge that attracted like-minded hunting enthusiasts. Days were spent tracking in the woods, and nights were spent exaggerating what they had tracked in the woods. Finally, an end to the madness. Hey, I'm bored. Want to go hunt something? Gallus and Yenrel. One day, Thalia awoke with a lightness in her step. I understand now. It all makes sense. She vanished for 10 years and returned somehow unaged and full of sorrow. Huh. So she's like hopping between dimensions. All right. Hero is to be added to the legacy. Yenenra, Rex, Zin haven't quite, yeah, they haven't quite deserved it. So, we'll do that. Promote hero. From Thomas Local Legend to a fabled adventurer. Promote. Promote Yenrel, absolutely. Calic Folk Hero to Calic Local Legend. Nif, absolutely. Laura, absolutely. Alright, and that will be the end of the game. The end of the story. The campaign, finally. So I hope you all enjoyed that. Kind of a nice but abrupt ending to the story, but you know, it's how things are sometimes. Anyways, once again, I hope you enjoyed, and this is NPC Oh, hang on. Before I go, um, next week is The Division. Um, I think what I'm gonna do is if um if there are people in if there are enough people online, we're going to do the Division gameplay of the what's it called? The DLC content, survival mode. So we'll do that. But yeah, anyways, thank you once again for watching, and this is NPC Destroyer signing off. Have a good one, everybody.